Hello and welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic. Now, before I have a go at tonight's puzzle, I do want to mention that there's lots going on Patreon at the moment. We've had the solution to the second Sudoku hunt published there, and that's been very interesting. It includes a bit of a blooper from me that I accidentally left in the video, but don't worry about that. And also on Patreon, actually free, so not even for non-Patreons, if they look over there, Jurke van Veenendaal's puzzle hunt went up yesterday, and we've got another one from her later in about a few days' time, I think. So really good stuff going on Patreon. That's where the extra content is. But this is the second video a day, as usual, and this one's from Jeremy Butler, and actually he sent it to us well over a month ago, so been on the books for a while. This is a night sandwich Sudoku, so combining two of our more familiar variants. The numbers outside the grid are sandwich clues and show the sum of numbers between the 1 and the 9 in that row or column. So in this column, for instance, if you had 1 there and 9 there, you'd have to have an 8 in between them. But if 1 was there and 9 was there, you could have 2 and 6 in between them, say. And knight's move restriction means that no two identical numbers can be a knight's move apart, so that 1 means there couldn't be a 1 in any of these other yellow squares. So there we go, those are the rules, as well as normal Sudoku rules. Do have a go at the puzzle on the link below the video before watching my solve if you want, and I'm going to have a go now. Let's get cracking. Well, the 1 is in a 2 row, and 2 always has to be just one number 2 as the sandwich filling. So there must be a 9 outside it. And now a useful thing to do in sandwich Sudoku is to colour in cells which can't be 1 or 9. That really helps identify where the cells which are have to be. Now the 29 clue means that there must be at least 5 cells in the sandwich, because 8 is the highest. 8, 7, 6, 5 only adds up to 26. So we've got 9 either here or here. And actually, that's very interesting. If 9 was here, then there'd be 2 outside the sandwich, and they'd have to add up to 6. 35 is the maximum sandwich clue. 29 is 6 less. So the outies, as we call them, here and here, would have to add up to 6. Now the bottom one couldn't be a 2 because there must already be a 2 in the box. So that would have to be 4. This would have to be 2 at the top, and that's impossible because the 2 clue here means 2 in the row has to be surrounded by 1 and 9. So you'd end up with 1 and 9 there, but you're also claiming 9 is there, and that's not possible. So that is not a 1 or a 9, it's another green. This is the 9 at the top. This is now 6. The outies are just 1 cell in that column. I should make that green as well. Now, more green cells that 9 has given us in the top row. And one of these must be 2, just like in row 8. And one of these must be 1. Obviously, whichever one of these is a 1 doesn't have a 9 down here, both because the 2 can't be in the same column and because the clues in those columns are too small. What else? There's a 33 clue. That's even bigger. Right, 33 clue. Because 35 is the maximum, 2 has to be the outie, and it has to be a single one. So none of these cells can contain 1 or 9. It's either 1 there, 9 there with 2 outside them, or 1 there, 9 there with 2 outside them. And this is in a 28 column. Now, this is brilliant. With this no longer possible as a 1 or 9, I think 28 has to be either 5 or 6 cells. 8, 7, 6, 5 would be 26, yes. Must be at least 5 green cells in the sandwich filling. So this one cannot be a 1 or 9 because you just couldn't get enough in. So those 3 must all be green. In fact, this one must be green as well because between rows 2 and 7 there's not enough. Brilliant. So that's green. Must be a 1 or 9 down here at the bottom. Don't know which one of those is yet. But there is now another 28 clue we can use with this 1 or 9. So that's green, at least 5 again, and a 1 or 9 in one of those two cells. Okay, so that's real progress. Now, there's a 0 clue here, and that means this cell cannot be a 1 or 9, because 0 means that 1 and 9 are next to each other, and both of these are green. They can't be 1 or 9. So this one is also green. That only leaves one place for a 9 in box 8, so it's got to be there. That could be a 1. This now must be green because of the 9 clue in this row. These must be. Not sure whether the 1 goes in one of those. But this 33 clue, now we know where the 1 and 9 is in that row. They're in those two positions. So we can put a 2 at the end, colour it green. Now we've got more greens from these 1 and 9s that we've placed. Well, not many there. 5 here, and it must go up. So that, I don't know whether the partner to the 1 or 9 is in one of those. Now a 0 clue here, that can't have a lone white cell because they have to be next to each other. 21 clue in column 6, right, that's got to be at least 3 cells. Could be 8, 7, 6 though. So 1 is in one of those two. Those ones are green. Don't know which one is the 1 yet. Let's see what else we can do. 5, I don't know, could be in either of those. There must be one there. Look, this 8 clue, there's got to be a 1 or 9 down here. So its partner has to be in this box. So those are all green at the top. That means this can't be the 1. That's great. That can't be the 2. We can actually put in the 2 and 1 at the top. That's really helpful. In column 7, there's a 2 clue, and we know where the 1 is. So we can immediately fill in 2 and 9. In this, that's great, yeah. Got to fit 2 1s and 9s in this little 3 cells. And because neither of the clues in row 3 or column 2 is a 0, we can definitely put 1 in there and 9 in there. And now we're pretty much closing in on filling in all the 1s and 9s, I think. Got to be there for an 18 clue, couldn't go all the way. Those are green anyway. That's green. Let's get rid of the pencil mark. That's green now. This is a 9. Yeah. That fixes this as a 1. That 9 makes that a 1. 1 there, 1 there. We need a 1 along the here, and it's got to be there. That's green. This must now be the 9, and that's the 2 to go with it. Let's remove the pencil marks. That's green for all kinds of reasons. Don't know whether these 8s and 7s go down or up. Right. Okay, 8 can't be a 3-cell sandwich because that would have to include a 1. So this must be the 1. That gives us the 9. It's a 0. There's the 1. That's green. That's green. Oh, that was green. I should have done the whole of the rest of column 7. I still don't know where these go. And what I've been forgetting is that we've got 2 restrictions. We've got a knight's move restriction. So that now tells me which of these dominoes is a 9, because that 9 can't see a 9 there. So I can fill in the 9. That's a very nice, helpful restriction for once. And that's all the 1s and 9s. And the green cell's coloured because that makes it a bit neater. Now, which of these row clues are giving away their secrets? Not many of them. The 0 we've already done. The 33 we've done by putting in the outies. Can't do that yet. That we've done. Finally, one at the bottom. We can put in a 7 here because that must be the outie in a 28 row 28 from 35 is 7. Ah, right, looking down, more helpful. 2 and a 3 to make up the 5 sum. The outie for 28 is 7 again. Ooh, these two add up to 8, but they could be 2, 6 that way round, or 5, 3 that way round. Those 2 and 3 are preventing that being a 2 or 3. 0 we've done the 29. Ooh, 21 plus 10 is 31 plus 2 is 33. 12 in these two. Could be any of 4, 8 either way round, or 5, 7 one way round. We've done that too. 8 here. Oh, and 7 here. So we are getting some numbers suddenly. That's great. That's 7. That takes out 7 as a possibility. So now this is 4, 8 as a pair. Now we've got 7, 3 and 5 to place. Don't know where they go. Now let's remember the knight's move thing. That might actually be very helpful. But first of all, some Sudoku. 7's there. Put a 7 here, since we worked out it couldn't be there. That puts a 7 in one of those two. 7 must be up there somewhere. I have a feeling if I was a little bit better at visualizing knight's moves, I could do this straight away. But I'm not quite sure how. Right, let's have a look at 2s. There must be a 2 in one of those cells in box 5, given these 2s. That's not that helpful either. I think I'm looking at the wrong things now. So, what else can we find? 8s. 8 there means none of those can be 8. That one by knight's move. So, 8 must be there. And 8 is in there. So, in row 7, there must be an 8 in one of those two. 7. That's interesting. 2 in one of those. Whichever it is will decide these by knight's move, but doesn't do it already. That's one arrangement. Or that's the other. They're both possible. How frustrating. Does that too help? No. Okay, this is putting up some interesting resistance at this point. 8 again is ruled out of all those, so 8 must be there. Maybe I'm going to have to look at those 7s again and try and work out what was going on with them. 4 and 8 in this box must be in these two, in this column. That stops this being an 8, so I can place an 8 there. That 8 could never be 8 because of those two. 8 up in the top box must be in one of those 3. Does that 8 help us? Not much. 2 though. Look, that 2 is seeing all of those cells. So 2 in box 7 has to be in column 3. That rules that out from being a 2, and we can place the 2 in box 1. That fixes this 3-2 pair. Fixes 2 in the middle. We're almost done with 2s. There, and one of these is a 2 as well. Not sure which one yet. 2, 7, 3 at the top is in one of those as well. So definitely it's the numbers which, okay, that 7 reaches those two cells. I should really have focused on this a bit more. Look, those two 7s, whichever one of those is a 7, that can't be a 7. This one means that can't be a 7. So 7 in box 2 is in one of those two. Is that more helpful? Not really. 7 could be in any of those. In box 5. But they all see this 7 by... No, they don't. That's king's move, I'm thinking. That 7 is seen by both those possible positions, so that's not a 7. So, one of these is... Wow, I'm floundering around here, not finding the good things to look at. That's very poor. Right, let's find something else that's good. been not focusing on the sandwich sums. That's foolish. Look, that can't be a 2 because it would need a 7 there. We've already got a 7 in the box, so we can put in 2. That gives us 2 here. That fixes this sum, which is 8. So there's a 6 there. Now we have a 4, 8, 5 triple. This is 3 and 6. The knight's move tells us which way round they are. So using both at the same time is the way to progress. Now that 3 looks at that cell, so that's a 5. It also looks at this cell, so that's 7. Brilliant. That 5 fixes the 4, 5 pair. Yeah, and if we just use all of the clues we're given and not just one set or regular Sudoku and one constraint. Right, 6 and 8 here, very straightforward by any means, but especially that 8. 5 and 4 here, that's a knight's move away from the 4, so they're done. 3, 4, 7 up there. Now 5, 7, 6 there, but that reaches this, so it can't be a 6. This can't be a 5. This is 3 and 4. Okay, what about the outies in this row with 19? So 19 there, plus 1 and 9 is 29. 31, 38. These two have to add up to 7 to make 45. So they must be 4 and 3, right? So that 3 fixes the 4 there. We get a 4 here, not here because of that 4, and not there because of the same 4 by a knight's move. 3, 8, 6 are there, so we know where the 7 goes. 4 and 5 to fill the box. 9, 7, 4, 2. 5 and 8 to go in here. Can't see how knight's move is fixing those. 6, 7, 3. That's good. That's a 6. 5, 7 pair. That's a 5. 8 to finish the box. 5 and 8. Yep, that's working fine. 5 and 7 there. Now this can't be 5 or 8, so it's a 6. But that's a 5, 8 pair. Let's try and do this 3, 6, 8 combo. No, can't. I mean, that can't be a 6. How about up here then? 4 and 6. Yes, 4 reaches that cell, so we can put in 6. Oh, let's try and remember the sandwiches. So 7 plus 11 to make 18. That could be a 5. Oh, it could be anything. 3, 5 or 8. Okay, that's not helpful. How about this sandwich? We've already got 11. Oh, we need another 11. So that's 3 or 8. And it can't be 8 because of the knight's move. There we go. That's better. 8. That can't be 3. That's 5 or 8 as well, but it sees that by a knight's move. So now this sum, 8 and 7 is 15. We need a 3. There we go. That's resolved very nicely. It's a good puzzle. I mean, that's just a nice workout, I think. Thank you very much, Jeremy, for sending that. That's most enjoyable. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Always interested in how you got on with these. I do think knight's move and sandwich makes for a nice straightforward way of getting to it, but there was some nice hold-ups there as well. It's very neatly put together. So thank you very much, and thanks for watching. Hope to see you again soon on Cracking the Cryptic. Bye for now.